Everyone will whisper, boy, he sure is lucky. Go to church every Sunday and have breakfast at Stuckey's. He rubs somebody the right way. And all I'm asking for you to do is live by this simple creed I give to you. Just take 5 minutes out of your day and rub somebody the right way. And I knew a woman who could act like a girl. She held the secret for peace in this world. She'd stand on her porch with a baton she'd twirl, singing rub somebody the right way. And all I'm asking for you to do is live by this simple creed I give to you. Just take 5 minutes out of the day and rub somebody the right way. Take it to the bridge, Steve. Well, I know there's times you're frustrated and low. You'd like a shotgun, shoot down your foe. Swam with your sorrows, both of you drown. Tied in your seatbelt and wipe off that frown. Oh!
You're not live, Andrew.
Woo! When time passes quick, you know how it goes. You can open your arms, or you can turn up your nose. You'll have much, much more fun if you make peace with your foes and rub somebody the right way. And all I'm asking for you to do is live by this simple creed I give to you. Just take 5 minutes out of your day and rub somebody the right way.
I'm in the John, the Phil N Jon Zone. I'm in the John, the Phil N Jon Zone. I'm in the John, the Phil N Jon Zone. Phil and Johnny, I'm in the John, the Phil N Jon Zone. I'm in the John, Phil N Jon Zone. You get your fill in the John, in the Phil N Jon Zone.
How do you undo it now? Oh, hold on. Okay, all right. Anyway, that's the
Hey, John.
intro song that I recorded off the internet this morning.
Volume
hey,
still.
you got Laura Boyne watching us out there tonight. All right, Laura, how you been? Good to see you again.
What's with the volume, man?
You still don't have volume, huh? Can you hear me at all? You just might.
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's...
Are you turned all the way up?
Yeah, I'm looking at everything.
You know, I don't know if they can hear me or not. We'll have to hear if hear what they got to say about it, I suppose.
Hey, Johnny boy.
What's up, Phil? How are you, buddy?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It is Friday, kind of. Oh, it's totally Friday. I'm lost track completely of the days of the week right now. I don't have any kind of sense about me whatsoever. Still
Yeah,
here,
similar situation. Yeah, the days are kind of intertwined. But I look forward to tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow. Just got off work. And hang with my buddy I don't see
So
often.
tell us, folks, if you can hear it or not, because we're not sure if we're getting through or not.
Man, is it quiet.
I can hear you. Because we're not sure if we're getting through or not. And, you know, the subtitles are coming up as appropriate. So yeah, we're here. We're here. It's Friday night, November 8th, first Friday of the month, gallery walk night for the opening of galleries all across the nation. They always start at the first Friday of the month. So I thought we would, or was last Friday the first Friday of the month? Ooh, that's tricky. Because today's
Well,
the
it's
8th,
if
so-
it's 8, there had to be one.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think we're wrong. I think we're a day off. But that's okay though. It's
Here's Happy
yeah,
Friday.
it's the second Friday. How about second Friday? That works. See, I didn't do the math. I don't do math. I'm a painter. You know.
Yeah. I can multiply and divide and add real fast, but
Recently,
all
I
that
saw some
fractions
posts on
stuff.
some posts on Facebook where they're trying to trick us. And they put all the addition and subtraction and division all together, and they say, "What's the answer?" And if you do it the way we were taught, you get one answer. But if you do the way they teach it now, you get a different answer. So I think math is just broken. We shouldn't worry too much about it.
What the hell's with the volume?
And Phil can't hear me very good, so
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to see how that works tonight. You know.
Well, I just got to be silent. The sounds of silence.
If I talk real low like this, then you really can't hear me.
Don't do that. Then I can't hear you for real. You can talk, but I can't hear. Well,
I put the picture of Phil Lesh up there on the screen today because I thought
Yeah.
about that, and that's the reason we came up with the Phil Zone was that old Phil Lesh sticker that said the Phil Zone, where people stood when they were watching Phil Lesh play bass. And since we lost Phil Lesh, we should have some kind of a moratorium to him here tonight. So we'll just give him at least a bit of credit for his coolness. You know, he was a cool dude, man.
yep. Hey, Phil.
Bass players are very important, man. We could talk about bass players all night, probably, and we can even have an ABCs of bass players later. I bet you. We know bass players.
Yeah, you had a good. Well, I know a bunch, but you had a good comment I saw on some kind of social media about if there was no bass, you'd know, or something of
Yeah.
that sort.
I don't think he's important until he stops playing.
Right.
You know, and that's part of it. You know, so. I don't know if what we're even doing tonight. We just thought we'd get together and talk and get public with it.
Oh, I know what we're doing tonight.
we got records lined up. I bought some new records. Been playing records. Got a new record player, which is kind of a trip. It's actually pretty cool. It looks like an amplifier. Whenever you check this out. All right.
Bet it. Wow.
Okay. And it's got clips on top of it. So we do this, call this an unboxing, I guess. Now, these things pop off the front, and they're the speakers.
All right. Tell them it's on Facebook. I'm sorry. Wow.
So the speakers come off the front of it, like the
Tell them it's on Facebook.
I don't know what
And then-
Facebook.
This is inside of it.
It's not a. Whoa, sharp.
I mean, look, it's all knobs and buttons and switches. It's 1/4-inch jacks. It's old, man. And the guy gave it to me. It's really dusty. So honestly, I don't even know if it works yet. We may find that out right now, actually.
It's a great piece of art.
But the idea that it folds up into a little suitcase so you can take it where you go. Just plug it in and see if it gets hot. Start smoking.
I'm gonna jump in the computer. I can barely hear it's going away. Plug it in.
Don't. Sound, huh? I'm plugging it in first time. Okay, first time plugged in. Yeah, light comes on, it spins. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they got these little speaker badobs here, which are like the first detachable speakers on a it's like a boombox. It's like the original boombox. Detachable speakers. So this is all I want to do this on the show because I don't even know if it works, to be honest. And it's got these nice big 1/4-inch jacks on it. Look at that. That's not like normal situation that they were stuck with for very long. There's probably a reason for it.
Hi, pineapple.
But so I was at the garage sale and he had a washboard there, and I was like, well, I don't know if I don't need another washboard. And he goes, $1, and I was like, I'll take it.
Oh
And,
no.
I saw this thing, and I kind of started fiddling with it a little bit, and he was like, $4, and I was like, no, how about $5? He said
Yeah,
it
no
works.
kidding.
You know, he said it works, so we're gonna find out. I'm gonna plug this other plug in. This is the secondary plug.
I got an old little. You've probably seen it in my studio. Little old. Yeah, this thing cranks.
We have to get a record.
No
I got a
problems.
record over here.
How's everybody doing on a Friday night? If anybody's watching us, I might have my employees watch us for the first time. Actually, they don't know what the hell Facebook is. They're like
33.
Twitter and all this other stuff. I said, no, Facebook. What is Facebook? No idea what
They think that
it
we're old school. Tell them we're like 8 tracks. Okay, so it spins. It's hooked
It's
up.
spinning?
Speakers are here. Records on it. See the records on it over there. So we're gonna see what this could be the. Oh god, how do you do this?
We probably got a $2,000 stereo upstairs. That's the wiring is all screwed up because,
Wow,
but
here, clicking
my
and popping.
$100 stereo down here still cranks. Heck yeah. It sounds louder now. Maybe you're not hooked up.
My lady Dappandi,
That's pretty cool.
why do you sleep so still?
$4 for $5 because I felt like giving the guy $5.
I'll wake you tomorrow.
It's got
Worth
treble
more than
settings on-
$5.
treble settings on left and right, and bass settings on left and right, so you can adjust. the
Okay, I
treble.
can't hear you with the music on. You're
Yes, you will
talking.
be
I know.
my Phil.
And you will be
My
my Phil.
lady
You
Dappandi.
already said. So, yeah, $4 worth the money. Put this back on my other turntable, courtesy of chatting. Then I gotta put this back together, sort of. Well, yeah, I got a mess. Dude, I got a mess. What did I do that for? This is where I was sitting. Can you hear me at all?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I wonder if it's something I did whenever we got the music come on or something. If my sound accepting thing or
When
whatever.
I'm talking, I can, yeah, something. I had to do something special and download some stuff. And
To do a show tonight.
for the new Zoom thing for my computer and stuff.
Yeah, I think there was some kind of update. I know they charged me the
Update.
same
Yeah.
still. It's called Zoom Workplace now or something, but we're just using it to shoot the shit and cause problems. Talk music
And all
rumors
this
and
stuff.
stuff.
And what I got to do is work is basically all technology. He asked me to download apps and do this. And I'm like, come on.
You gotta download apps for working.
Yeah, I don't know what I can barely spell it. Yeah.
You can barely spell it. He says. So yeah, I'm impressed with myself, and this is a little thing.
I am. That's pretty cool.
Tightening knob on it right here, so you can adjust the speed of the weight of the thing right here. I mean, it's really technical, and it's got wheels. Oh no, that's the handle. It looks like it had wheels.
$5?
$5, man. $5. I'm putting it back together real quick here. Everybody can see the whole process here, and then we'll get on to some 5 records here in a minute.
You're gonna have to bring it to. When's the next time we're gonna see you at Shoe Fest?
I hope not. Jesus. I mean, we could have a record player at Shoe Fest though. I mean, look at that.
I don't see you at Shoe Fest. No, hopefully that is balls, dude.
So it's probably gonna. I don't know if it'll fit in the camper really, but yeah, the thing about bringing this is you have to bring records too. But we can have everybody. We could bring records. I mean, we have records with us anyway.
It's a thought.
Yeah.
We're 1.5 artists. You're the one. I'm the half, and yeah, we think out of the box.
For
Too many.
$4, you can't beat it for $4 these days, folks. If you're at a garage sale, he also I bought a. I wonder where that's at. Somewhere I bought a jar of marbles off of him too, like old marbles.
Did you lose your marbles?
I love that kind of stuff. And then people always have a jar of marbles. I don't know that anything's in there worth any money. I mean, tell me, internet, is there anything in there worth money? I don't know.
But marbles. I used to shoot marbles when I was a kid.
I got two regular big shooters and a couple special ones.
Really?
Side, yeah. But yeah, I haven't shot marbles since I was a little boy. But I used to
Yeah, marbles are a beautiful thing. Yeah, if you looked at, I'm not gonna move the camera. All my full of.
You got tchotchkes?
Beyond shot.
I saw something.
I got a jar of blue marbles. Yeah, I got yeah.
That musician that I opened the show with is Steve Poltz. I had no permission to use that video at all, so.
That's what I was wondering. What the hell you're doing?
But he's been doing these like before and after, or he does a show in the morning and then a show before his concert, and then he does his concert, and they've been really good live feeds. The last few days, it's been really nice to see after where we're at in the world, but. Yeah, I don't know,
like
man.
my cat painting?
I do like your cat painting. I remember when you did that. The Shadow Man, wasn't that encouraged by the Shadow Man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good good documentary. The Shadow Man. I don't remember his name. Richard? No, well, not Richard. It was Richard Thompson. No.
What's his name now? You got me. Yeah, I
I
did
don't
a
know.
couple big sheets.
They called him the
Both
Shadow Man.
of
That wasn't his name though.
no. Come on now.
No, we're not gonna remember his name because he's not.
He did it. He did it fast, but bottom line, he did stenciled it, but he did it fast. When he started doing it, it was. And I tried to do these in 2 minutes. This is a small canvas, but I got some that are 4 feet by 3 feet, and they're hanging in my living room and the studio down here. I think they're pretty dope. And when an artist thinks it's dope, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Right,
I
John?
think it is cool. I think it is cool, man. I wonder
No,
if there's
no.
anybody out there watching
When
right
you
now that
do
can freestyle
something,
rap, man. That'd be so cool if we had somebody come on the show that could freestyle rap tonight. My
but
friend
when
John
you do
Winter
a
just logged
painting, I think you've done like
in.
20 or 30. You can't like them all, but sometimes you go, that's good.
Sometimes I don't like them, and then I pull them back out. Like today, I photographed everything for that share I did earlier with all the paintings, and I did a. I looked at one I really didn't like, but in the photograph, I liked it, and so it's kind of a, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's Trinity Watson's on there now too. I saw little Jeffrey was doing some open mic stuff, or so he was on the air at a radio station today. I saw watching stuff. We got tagged in a post about the Phil N Jon Zone. So you've never been to Vintage Vinyl in St. Louis, then? You're not from
No.
St. Louis area. You're from Chicago. So I did the store. If you see these stickers on cars everywhere you go, when you're in St. Louis area, you're just driving around. You see these stickers on cars everywhere. And I always wanted one, but never went to the record store. Like growing up, and going to St. Louis all the time. So
I
when
used to
we were
go to the
down
flip
there,
side in Chicago.
we were down there seeing Nathaniel Rateliff last week, and we saw this, and we were like, I want to go and check it out. And Amy said she wanted to go check it out too, so we went to the record store. I got
Right
two
on.
stickers. I won't put one in my car, but I couldn't put one in my car until I actually went to the record store and supported them, spent money. And it's like it's like probably like Flipside Records. When you walk in, there's just too much. There's too many records. There's too much awesome selection. I mean, there is so you can just look at the ones on the front of the racks, and you're blown away. And you just start digging in one aisle of records, like the rows of records, and you find 5 things you want within like 3. I mean, there's so many. It was like I didn't know how to react to it. I really was like a little kid in a candy store, like they say. But I was like, just pulling records out and started buying them, And then I realized on the way out, because I bought some records at cost, like for $16, $12, $6, stuff like that. Not like the cheap ones necessarily, the ones that were a little bit better taken care of. And on the way out, I saw the $2 box with the used records in it, but I didn't even touch them. I was like, if I stop there, I'll have $100 more worth of records in like 5 minutes because I can't help myself. So I bought 3 records this weekend.
That's it?
Well, we just did like a real quick. We walked in, we checked it out. It wasn't. We didn't. No, that's it. That's it. What can I say?
Oh,
I can't
I
make
thought
up a
you
story
were
about
like
why
a
that's not
lot.
it. That's
Because we got a lot of shows coming up.
But I got other
Maybe.
records to supplement those records because you can't do 5 records with just 3 records. So you have to do it right. Gonna get to 5 records, bro. 5 records. Phil like records. Phil paints my records. I collect records and listen to records, and I don't know if he listens to them or not. You don't really listen to them right now because you don't have a player that's really working. But always enjoyed records. Always enjoyed getting records. So I bought the 5 record grab bag package from the.
It was a grab bag?
From the store. No, I made this. I wrote this.
Oh,
down.
you did it.
This was my art. You saw me write it, I think. But I want to put them in a bag tonight, so it's like an unveiling. And even though I've already listened to them all, and the other 2 that are in here, I don't know if I've listened to them or not, but they're kind of fascinating. So we're gonna see what they are. My friend John Winter, if you're out there, I know you like records too, man. We gotta have you on the show for 5 records, man. And pick out 5 of your favorite records and show them off during one of our shows if we ever get organized and have some a show again. Oh, Bob, you'll have to watch the beginning of the show later where I unveiled my new record player. But we don't have like licensing to play anything at all. So even that little clip of Lady D'Arbanville that sounded really tinny and broken, we'll probably get in trouble for it. Do you have 5 records, Phil?
Yeah, I picked them. I mean, literally, we didn't know we were going to do the show, so
No,
I
we
pulled
didn't.
out.
I
I
kind of
have
surprised him.
hundreds of records laying around my room, so I picked out a stack of 10 and pulled 5. There's no rhyme and reason, and I have to make a story of each one. I
How
do, I
about this?
think.
This album's called Neil Young, Time Fades Away. It's kind of like the Rust Never Sleeps era of stuff, but it's not any songs from the recordings. I bought this one because I didn't recognize most of the songs on it. And when you get like an album by an artist that you've heard everything from, you even know all their songs. There's so many Neil Young songs in our head that I had to get this because it has a lot of interesting titles on it. The Bridge, Don't Be Denied, Love in Mind, L.A., Yonder Stands the Sinner. I mean, I never heard any of those songs. Journey Through the Past was the only song on here that I had listened to before. And so I bought a new Neil Young record. This one was like, it was $12.99. Don't tell anybody. I could have got it for a nickel probably, but if I would have went to the used one, but I like to get the ones in the sleeves, What's John Winter showing me now? Sharing links, man. Oh yeah, okay. He's a BMF himself, John Winter, the guy that's checking in. He's in Colorado. I'm pretty sure he's still in Colorado. Yeah, Time Fades Away, Neil Young. Good. And I listened to it. Sounded really good. They had this where they have it set up where the opening's on the top of the record. Now, is that normal?
No.
Right, so like you see the way you read it, and this is where the opening is. And I double checked because that wasn't like where the glue was. It wasn't ripped open because the glue's ripped open.
No, there is some like that, and it's.
But open top album cover. I don't know if that was just like a short time period they did that.
It's rare, no.
Yeah. So guests were David Crosby and Graham Nash. He's friends from the other band they were in. The Nash and Youngs.
Hi, Chester Bears. You want to say hello to everybody? Come on, you want to say hello?
Chester moment.
Yeah. He just came down. Say hi.
Oh, Chester.
Hey, Bubs.
Scooby hasn't been hanging out in here with me much. We haven't been doing a whole lot.
We're having the first. I've never had Detroit-style deep dish pizza. I made one tonight, so.
I painted these guys this week, but other than that, like I haven't painted in a few weeks since the last festival I was at, and it was. I did a bunch of work out there. Okay. There's actually some stuff in here that's not finished, which is strange for me. Because normally if I start a painting, I finish it. I don't let it just sit. But now I've got like there's a small stack of paintings over in this corner that are like not finished yet. I guess, but then it's that time of year where we don't have to finish them right away. We got, a long time ahead of us to.
No.
Anyway, it's your first record. Are you gonna show a record?
Okay. Just story. Like I said, I pulled 10, and I didn't think, so I had to make a story. These are stories. This is for my cousin Ruthie. Hey, Ruthie. My great cousin Ruthie, who passed away, and I missed seeing her before she passed. But her favorite band was Bread. And I have thousands of albums and tens of thousands throughout the years of people give me albums. I will never paint on a Bread album, and I won't give it away. So I guarantee you I have about 100 Bread albums in the garage down here that I just will not paint on or give away or whatever. And it was actually a great band. And there was a Griffin in it, John.
They were very comfortable. What's his Johnny Griffin or Jimmy Griffin? What's his name?
James Griffin.
Jim Griffin.
Yeah, but it was a good band too. The story of Bread is my cousin Ruthie. So.
Well, my cousin's Jim. My uncle's Jim Griffin. I got a Jim Griffin uncle. Yeah. You really can't hear me good tonight, can you?
No, I cannot.
See, my second album's gonna be.
I'm struggling. I got to go to the screen.
The band organ for Carousel. And the album's called Your Ticket to Ride. Buy the ticket, take the ride. This is a super psychedelic album. Not really. It's probably just crazy cool organ music. Like what they would play for a carousel. Like.
Johnny.
So, it's all on a Wurlitzer organ. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I love old records that are really strange. I didn't buy this one there. This is one from my collection.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful.
Lovely bunch of coconuts is on here. Got to get that. That was a big hit.
I mean, there's so many stories on My Catch Myself.
I wonder who's kissing her now. Oh, well, me too. Hopefully somebody. I don't know. But yeah. So this is my next album, the band organ Carousel. Your Ticket to Ride. I'm
waiting for the pop.
Ooh, is it colored vinyl? Probably not.
Colored vinyl? Yeah.
Recently we were doing albums designed for somebody, and they were like, "What color should we make it?" I was like, "Make it black." It'd be so weird right now to do a black vinyl album. Everybody produces on colored vinyls. Anyway, the band organ, which is also another name for the bass player. Dun, 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 dun. Circus music, people. Yeah, I haven't been in kind of a good mood all day. This is good to see Phil. It's good to get back into the.
Yeah, it is, John. Yeah, I'm still
Um.
uh, slowly warming up to the TV screen, and
Yeah, don't even turn on. Okay,
yeah,
talk something else.
the what? I'm going to do
Hello?
sign language in a minute. I can barely hear you. I'm just all right. This is just the cover, but yes, just yeah, weird. The Fleetwoods.
Is that you when you were younger?
Uh,
On the left there.
no, there was probably in the middle, but I was running. I was a shy boy. But anyway, the Fleetwoods. It's the cover. Anyway, enough
So
said.
what do the Fleetwoods sound like? Is that like a doo-wop band, you think? What are the song titles?
Really no. Chuck Berry, they do Chuck Berry songs. The Fleetwoods, I got quite a few Fleetwood albums, so they must have been popular. Okay. What's in the grab bag?
Have you ever seen it? You know, well,
I've seen that before.
it's a weird one. It's Cat Stevens. But I don't remember. This cover is like so obscure. I bought it. Like Amy saw it and she pulled it out and she's like, "Look at this one, Cat Stevens. You have this one." And I was like, "I've never even seen that one."
I've seen that because yeah, okay.
The songs on it, you know, Lady Darvonville's on there. That's what we played a minute ago on the new record player, which we may go back to at the end of the show. Catmandu's on here, but it's cool. I like the albums that have all the other songs on them that aren't on the best of album. You know, you really want to go and listen to the whole catalog. Sometimes it can be disappointing. I won't lie. Sometimes it can be amazing though. But yeah, Cat
I'm a
Stevens,
big fan of Cat Stevens
and
too.
The name of the album is Mona Bone Jacan, which I'm guessing means something in another language, but around here it just means who's the boss, man. This has got a nice image of Cat Stevens. Yusef, as they call him now. His name is now Yusef. Hey, Mindy Hahn, what's going on out there? We ain't seen
Hey,
you guys in a
Mindy.
while. Good to see you checking in. Well, they don't even know that they're checking in. I see that they're watching on my phone. It's like, who's watching?
I still have my bowl of cereal. I had some new Halloween pumpkin frosted flakes last night.
I had
And I
rice
had
checks.
milk. Good to see
Rice
you, man.
checks. We have rice checks right because we got all the checks. The checks were on sale at the Kroger, so we got all the
Yeah, I
checks
got-
Chex Mix. But now we're eating the rice checks, so it's going to have less rice checks than corn checks in it.
Right, I got sugarless rice checks, and the funny thing, okay, we can keep talking. We're in a groove. I want to make something with my drink tonight after work, so I got sugarless grape cranberry. I made a drink. It tastes more sweeter than it is, and to find out there's that.
Well,
Like-
it's fruit sweeteners. It's like the actual natural fruit sugars. It's not like unsweetened completely. I don't think. Maybe.
What's in your core?
What's in my
Mindy?
what?
All right, my turn.
Oh. I don't
What's
know.
in her
I
cooler?
just did Cat Stevens.
She's always got some goofy drinks.
Well, Trinity, we talk about cereal time sometimes during 5 records. We should have 5 cereals. We could have 5 cereals. That'd be a good segment.
Well, I'd kill it.
Okay, after this, we'll go to 5 cereals. Maybe we'll do ABCs of cereals. Alphabets is an easy one to start with.
Yeah, the last one we did was good. I didn't think it'd fly, but
All right, we'll
Possible.
come back to cereal. Let's get back to records. Ooh.
Hey, get your own show.
That's right. That's right. This is the Phil N Jon Zone. If you have any legal issues with our program, just reach out to Phil.
What the? Yeah, I'm old. I'll take the blame for everything. What are we doing? Cereal or albums or movies?
Cereals or no albums?
All right, like I said, I pulled Billy Joel. Wasn't a big fan early on. The more Billy Joel, super talented mofo.
Hello, songwriter.
Class act, man. I mean, if
you add one letter to the name of his album, it's called The Strangler, which would be a whole different album.
Oh, the Stranglers. You ever hear the band Stranglers? Big
Oh, Stranglers from
Billy
Decatur,
Joel. And look at the. Yeah. I've been there and done that before. Has anybody looked at the pillow and go, "Who in the hell is that?"
He was lonely.
Maybe
He was lonely.
it's your perception.
It's maybe that's what where my mind takes it. I can't.
All right, what's in your grab bag, Johnny?
Wait, well, I'm trying to think. I got 6 records. It looks like. Shit.
I had 6 too, but I put one away, and it's not going to happen. You only get
I
5.
showed this one before, though. I showed that one before a few times.
And I got that on my wall right there.
That's a great album. You'll give this to be the middle record in between all the other
Yep.
records. It's the Brothers and Sisters album by the Allman
That's the
Brothers.
thing. Once you open it up with the whole family, yep, that's right there.
Have you ever seen the inside of the Ween Pure Guava album? It's a picture almost like this. It's pretty good.
No.
And I wonder where that's at. Oh, it's in the basement. I'm not digging for that right now. Because I want to get the Tool Undertow CD out and the Pure Guava Ween album out because they have great design elements in them. Anyway, that's Brothers and Sisters. That's not the album from the picture.
All right, you got 2 left.
Something a little bit better than that.
Are you going again?
Yeah. Well, this is the next. That wasn't the one. So now this one is John Stupor and his polka band. Look at these guys, man. And they were in the Mork suspenders, right? You know, before Mork was even Mork for Mork. I'm pretty sure. Although the car says different. The car says 68, 69. Or no, that's a Corvette. Is it a Corvette? Oh, it's like a Stingray. So they're talking like 73.
It's like Green Hornet's car.
Yeah.
I want to thank all the record stores and record company and friends who gave me
It
thousands
says right here on the
of
back
dollars
of this
throughout the
album. I go ahead. I should read a quote from this after you're done.
But it's about polka albums. I got like 8 milk crates of polka albums, and the covers and the stuff is the coolest.
People collected the shit out of it. There was a time when
Well,
polka
why do
was
I
in,
have them all?
I'm guessing like before Elvis, but not quite.
We're
Fun-loving people. Well, listen to what it says right
Yankovic,
here. That's
not
what it says right here. Fun-loving people of all ages, all over the country and the world, love to dance and listen to the music of polka. You have to say it like that.
Oh man, I've been to polka when I farmed up in Crivets, Wisconsin. My uncle used to take. I was
Well,
a
check it out,
teenager,
man.
kid. Polka bands, they were jamming. The
so-
place was hopping.
Let's take this to another level here now. So this was in a collection of albums that came from a friend of mine. My sister-in-law's dad passed away, and I got these records. And I'm just reading on the back of it. Everybody's from Springfield and Peoria, Illinois. All the people in the band are from. It's like a local record. This is a local polka band. So this is a polka band that was recorded, and it comes from Illinois, in Springfield and Peoria. You might know him. Well, Don Newberry played banjo.
Oh, I know him.
Kenny Rogers from Springfield on drums. I'm not bullshitting you. It says Kenny Rogers right there.
You know how many people are called Kenny Rogers, John? Come on.
Oh, I'm sure. John Stupor, Tom Blanco, Tom Blasco on the accordion, and Larry Trello on bass. So, I'm actually now I'm more I'm totally intrigued. I mean, anybody who poses real sexily with their white pants and their rainbow suspenders with 2 accordions in front of a Corvette in Illinois, how wouldn't you pay a quarter for that? My God,
That's
that's
me.
awesome.
Cool. That was back in the day.
Okay.
All right,
It is
I got 2 left, and we're gonna go. Like I said, I pulled great cover.
Now we're
great
gonna ask
movie.
everybody what their favorite cereal is after this, so be thinking about that, folks.
The Wizard of Oz. Great stuff. It was just up. It flew by. Beautiful thing. We had a few trick-or-treaters. I had a good time in
So-
Naperville at the Halloween little party.
We had 100 kids, man. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, we had 100
I
kids at
miss
that
the
field.
kids.
It was,
I used
it
to
was
scare 'em,
so much.
like,
It was
dress
so
up.
much. Oh, I was making them say trick or treat. I would hold the bucket, and then if they tried to reach for it, I just pull it away from them and look at them in the face until they said trick or treat. I freaked some kids out, man. One kid, he was like, he thought I was being mean or racist or something, but it really wasn't. I swear to God, because it came across
Yeah, I
whatever
miss
I
it,
said.
man. We had so much
You guys
candy.
don't give out
We-
candy, or
Yeah. No, we gave out bags of Halloween pretzels with candies and Halloween pencils and
Oh,
crafts
God.
to do. It was like you
No
got
wonder
like
no kids came
8
to your
things
house.
together, man.
No wonder no kids want to be at your house. Just pencils.
But our house is decorated, man.
A pencil? No, I would like that. I would like a pencil, I'm sure. That's not something to be laughed about. Pencils are very
Of course.
important for what I do.
No.
So,
It was a cool grab bag, man, of stuff.
that sounds pretty cool. I had a potato
was
in my
really
my
cool.
other candy. All right, my last record it was the one I really wanted to buy, and I paid too much for it probably, but I've been wanting to get this album for a long time. Check out the back of it. It's just these fake constellation signs. So
Yeah.
they took all the stars and made constellations out of other things for it.
Yeah, I've been looking at the sky with my
Do you-
mini
Do
telescope.
you know the
that
album
I
yet, though? Is it,
I want a telescope.
Do you know the album?
No.
Probably don't. Frank Zappa, One Size Fits All.
I knew it.
Man.
I was gonna
good.
say
I mean, it is really good, and just exploring the back of this album and all the constellations that they created. a frog, and another kind of weird goat devil thing. 2 sperm whales, a car. I love it. Frank Zappa, One Size Fits All. This contains the song Inca Roads, in which they talk about here. You want to read it? They talk about the Mayans and where they went and where they came from and why they were there. This one was worth it. I paid like $17 plus tax for this one. I don't have a copy of it, so like in my Frank Zappa collection, there's a nice chunk of Frank Zappa albums in my collection, and this is one that I did not have. So I paid extra for it. And when you go to a new record store, I went to Vintage Vinyl. And when you go to a new record store and there's cool dudes in there that work in there and there's a million records, you want to spend a little bit more money. It's okay. I filled in the space while you were all froze out and weird.
Yeah. Okay, I got one more left. I missed the whole
You got
setup.
one more left, I think. Yeah, and then we'll talk about some breakfast cereal or something.
What are we going to talk about?
Breakfast
Wait a minute.
cereal. We probably won't be able to go back to the subject. It's kind of over now.
No, it's not. Probably not. Everybody left?
I got probably some corn checks left in there.
Who's watching us? Anybody? Any of the cereal
Oh,
people?
yeah, there's people watching us all over the place, man. Trinity Watson and Eric Kincaid checked in, and we got a whole lot of people, man. Bob Hagerman, John Winter. Yeah, good people.
Okay,
All,
I don't
all
care.
good people. I trust
I
most
do
of
care.
them.
Check it out. One of my the Monkees. Great old band. It shows my age, but good band. Hey, hey. And a TV show too. An old classic.
2 phones ready to rock steady, says Johnny Winter. Ready to
Rock steady.
Tell me what that means, Johnny. I'll get you the code if you need it, bud. We're doing an improv show. This show has actually always been kind of improv. There's always been kind of like a.
Do you really think we had a schedule? Yes,
Probably
class.
one of the last ones I got. You know, I think I have a small.
I only got a couple left. You know, we had a sticker before that.
We did have a sticker before that, the square one.
Yeah.
I got
They're
a couple left
collectibles,
somewhere, I'm
dude.
sure, but I don't know.
They were bootlegging the original ones. Bootleg them for 95 cents.
Somebody was selling the stickers, bootlegging them. Do you make any money?
Yeah, 5 cents. No.
Okay, all right. We might
You
have a
need a
guest
timeout.
star.
You know, I need my break now.
Oh, you get your break. Yeah, I think we'll Okay, you can take a break. If you're gonna take a break, take
Okay,
a break.
what's our next segment? I got to get psyched for
We
this.
might have a guest. It's a rapper.
Oh no.
That's a. It's not. That's a horrible way to say it. A guest that can.
I guess
spit
the way I
lines.
said it too is no, because I have a conversation daily with.
This is now. Listen, he's a bicycle rider. He's a creative artist. He used to be a welder. He does welding artwork. You can trust me. You can trust me on this one. Rapper was a horrible way to start the conversation because that's not who he is at all. That's not what he
It
is.
is a terrible way to say no.
He's a record collector, friend of mine, artist. Is that better? All right, and he might be exuberant. Is
I'll
that
be
okay?
back in 2 minutes.
Well, you just take your time.
Rochester.
I'd love to see this guy. What did I just paste in there? No, don't paste a picture. What the fuck was that? You know, this thing about what we do here on the show is it's funny because we're not really good at it. We just do it, and we have a oh, there we go. That's what I want right there. We have no plan. No plan. Phil always has to pee. It's like this thing he does all the time. Old man. You should go on a car ride with him somewhere. Oh my God, he will drive you crazy, having to go pee all the time. But that's okay because we all got to pee all the time. I mean, that's just part of the excitement, you know. Okay, if it's kind of an open invite, of course. This is the Phil N Jon Zone. There's no rule. We're gonna see if my buddy wants to come on here in a little bit and do a little talking and see what kind of my old next door neighbor liked my artwork today. That's cool. The world's a funny place, isn't it? Sometimes it's like you really don't even want to look at it, and then sometimes it reminds you that it's gonna be all right, you know. And then you find this great album, John Stuka and the Polka Band from Springfield and Peoria, Illinois. I love it. And they got these tall beers too, the yard beers. I'm just gonna go back to this because we never played the outro music from the records, so we're still kind of in records right now. And he did break and stuff, but Winter, you ain't got to even do that. You ain't got to spit no rhymes or nothing. You should just come on and show us some art or something, or tell a joke or a story. If you want to come on, because there's not that many people watching, to be honest. Everybody in the comment section is like my family. It's like my mom, my sister, and my girlfriend, and well, my wife. And I know most of these people I don't even know. Trinity Watson, I wonder who that is. Netatrone, oh my God, is she watching the show? That's no fun at all, man. But anyway, there's a lot of good things to be reminded of out there in the world, and a lot of good things that we're still enjoying. So we're going to keep enjoying it and painting and do the art and fun things like that. And let's get out of this. No more records. Plus, Phil is the girlfriend. He surely is. Now, so I do have a funny Chicago farmer story, though, because I went to St. Louis last weekend, and or last week when we saw Nathaniel Rat lift in the Night Sweats, Ray lift in the Night Sweats, and man, it was a good show. I'll tell you what, you get a chance to go see him. Now, shitty room because it was a basketball arena, and there was a big echo in there, and it was bouncing like it sounded like it was bad. But I was wearing my Chicago farmer hat, and I had my bent fucking string band shirt on, which has no significance really in the world other than if you know, you know. And well, this guy comes up and he's sitting next to us, and they're kind of rude anyway. We'll get that out of the way first. They were kind of rude, and they kept getting up and getting out of their seats and walking past us, and that's just annoying as hell. But they were drinking tall beers. They had to pee too. See, everybody's got to pee. But the guy saw my hat and he goes, "So, what do you farm?" You know, and I was like, "Well, you can tell I'm a farmer, or like I've come from the farmland or something, you know." And he's like, "Well, I saw your hat says farmer on it, and I said Chicago farmer, so I assumed you were from up by Chicago somewhere, and you had some kind of farm." And I was like, no. And I had to explain the whole story. I got excited first because he said he saw the hat, and he was like, and he also said he saw the shirt too, which again, I don't understand what he was really getting out that. I think he said maybe it was Billy Strings, but it's not. It's not. And so I told him I don't farm, you know, and he was really paying attention really close when I said that, because the next question he had for me was, well, what do you farm then? And I just had to kind of say I didn't farm again, and I told him the story of my grandpa and all that stuff, but it didn't stick with him that I was not a farmer. He just took the trucker hat with the word farmer on it, and my I guess my farmer attitude and maybe look, that night I don't know, I looked pretty sharp. I think I had buttons on. I don't know if I had buttons on or not. I had this t-shirt on. I just told the story. I forgot. I tell you what, it's just not sticking these days, folks. It's just not sticking. I'm afraid it's going to stop sticking altogether. But we'll keep trying. We'll keep telling the story either way. So, and then I thought about it after that too, and I realized when you're called a Chicago farmer and you're in St. Louis, you just don't get the same kind of love as anywhere else that you're from or around, because they have that kind of affliction thing where they don't really like the Chicago idea of things, and the baseball thing, I guess it is. But anyway, Phil, it's a long pee, dude. My break. Oh, he's having a cigarette too. That takes forever. Something you should all just stop wasting your time with. They say it takes years off your life, and it does, but it's not even the years at the end of your life. It's the years during your life while you're smoking, when you could be hanging out watching the Phil N Jon Zone. I'm just saying, yo.
Yes.
Knowing that the train is on time, sitting down at the railway station, one toke over the
Chasing
line.
a possum and my dog just now.
You don't know the song One Toke Over the Line?
There's a possum about it. It's Peter the Possum, man. He lives Chester Lake's chasing him. Well, is that the Hartford hat?
This is the hat I got on the fish lot.
I actually wore John Hartford's hat.
Yeah, no, this isn't the John Hartford hat. I talked to the gal who had it, and she said that his kids were going to get it. That the kids
remember that
owned it
first years I vended at Hartford.
Tom Martin, good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're here up there watching. But yeah, we were back. I quit the record section. I told a story about a show I went to last week that you weren't at, and the only concert I've seen for a while, because I need more concerts.
Okay,
what's under my face, and just get the concert out and give it to me right now. Just give me your concert. I need
God,
your
concert. I can't hear
you. Is it better now?
No.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Is it better now?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I didn't do nothing that time. Is it better now? Seriously?
Yeah.
My sound's probably been shit all night then.
It's yours.
It was mine. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Now it's better.
Give me a Steve.
And now I can hear myself through your thing. Anyway, so you're back and now you're gone again. Yeah, I see. Anybody else out there checking in right now? Christopher
What
Sims
is this? Look at this thing I got.
It looks like a ketchup bottle for chocolate.
Yeah, I hope it's not live.
Where'd you get that from? Buried in your backyard or something? Trip to England?
Just a weird gift I just saw.
You guys like Tom Petty? Oh man, he's all right. I tell you what, I like me some Tom Petty.
Yeah, the first time we were talking about Hartford when I wore his hat. That's the year I met Betty Hartford.
Laura's got my back. Said I sounded good all night.
Yeah, well, you use your volume the whole time.
Well,
What's
whatever it
going
was,
on?
it's coming through you. It's funny, funky, funky, hunky. But anyway, so yeah, that's what's been going on, man. I've been painting a little bit.
Yeah,
Painting.
I'll be vending a show coming up. Black Wednesday they call it. At Two Brothers Roundhouse with Old Shoe and Alley Crawl and the Night Crawls. It's a beautiful thing at Two Brothers Roundhouse in Aurora. Come and check it out. It's gonna be Poltz.
That was
Good
a
time.
good band, Alley Night Crawls. They played in the evening.
Yeah, they rock, man.
Oh boy, they tore it up, man. They really blew it. They
I've
blew it
seen
up.
them twice, and I'm into it. Yeah, they that Scott Tipping, Johnny Reed, Alley Crawl, and Janice Wallen.
Who's Janice Wallen? The bass player?
Mm-hmm.
No, we should be talking about bass players tonight. That's what we were going to talk about anyway.
Yeah, Phil N Jon, one of my favorite bands.
Phil and not from
Lizzie.
the Thin Elizabeths. Oh wow. So that's it. If that's it, folks. That's the zone. We enjoyed you coming in.
What are you doing?
Just kidding. Remember that night we had Kyle Tuttle on. We talked to him for like an hour, and I told him he could go, and you were like, "What do you not
You
even
got to
go
go?
for?" I don't got to go anywhere.
Neither do I.
No, let's stick it out. Let's try. Let's
I
see
don't
what
have to
happens.
work tomorrow.
9/17. I need either friends or concerts or something. If anybody else wants to come on, I'll give the link out. Just send me an instant message or whatever, messenger, and
I saw Pigeons
the link.
playing ping pong in Naperville recently. Pretty good.
I wonder what happens if we just. What would happen if we just give the link out for free in the comments
Go for it. What are
of the
you
show?
hesitating for? It's sort of like,
Because I mean, all about hesitating this week. We were talking. Me and Buddy were talking about doing not doing a show, but just doing like a happy hour on this thing. Because it's wintertime, and wintertime's kind of lame, and we could actually hang out like we do, but with a bunch of friends though, with Tom Dean and with Tommy Harmon and my buddy Shane from Maryland, and like get 10 or 12
that
people on.
was what we were supposed to originally do, and we can do it. But
Was what we were supposed to originally do, and then somebody found the share button, and next thing you know, we're doing a show 206 times or something like that.
maybe I should eventually put comments so I can see them. So after 204 shows,
I don't know. I think if your response would be better if they ask questions.
yeah,
Is Phil the girlfriend? That's what they asked earlier because I mentioned the word girlfriend. And they asked if Phil was my girlfriend. I said, hey man, it's a free country. You can do whatever well, not really. Enough about that.
yeah, enough about that. I know where you were leading to. And
We're
then
not leading anywhere. There's a big storm in
different
Colorado.
story.
There's a big storm in Colorado tonight.
Yeah,
It's going
that
through like
means
it's hitting Colorado hard, man. Actually, right where you're at, Winter, it's you ought to come do a weather report. That's what you could do.
I'm a weather guy, man. I love watching the weather.
Well, we could have a live weather report from Colorado if he would come on the show and do it. I think that'd be a good option.
My brother lives. She didn't.
Have you ever been to Colorado?
No, I have not.
No, I've been there. I've been there. Been there.
Okay.
I've been through there. I really haven't been there.
Well, my brother lives in the area. Can't go. He says a loop of over the mountains. Basically, we get that weather 2 days later here.
Sure. But it kind of looks like it's going the other way, but I can't tell. I just looked at his little image he sent.
I mean, it rained here. I love to change the weather. I just took down Halloween, about to trip out my Christmas decorations.
In a couple weeks, I'm gonna be passing through Colorado, or at least a corner of it.
No, I have not been there. I've been to 37 states, meaning you have to be, I count it as you got to be more than 6 hours. You can't drive through it and count it.
I don't really count the airport stops. Like when you land at South Carolina,
I do.
North Carolina, do you count that? Like, 'cause I've been to
I haven't
Texas.
been to the Carolinas either.
I've been to Vegas a bunch of times, but only in the airport. Well,
That's four
actually,
states
Vegas.
right now you've mentioned I have not been to.
I've been to Vegas at least twice. Otherwise, though.
And where you
What-
going? You going back to Cali?
Well, yeah, we're gonna take a drive to California to see what's going on. Darren, Luke, what's up,
You
man?
drive there?
Me and Jim are gonna drive there. My father-in-law. He's 80, turned 80 this year.
That's pretty cool.
And we sent the girls we're gonna send the girls out there on an airplane, and then we're gonna drop them off in St. Louis. And then after they get on the plane, they confirm that they've left the airport. We're gonna drive away from St. Louis and drive to California. And then we're gonna stay in Sacramento and Grass Valley area for about a week for Thanksgiving. And then we're
I
gonna
wanna
drive
go.
back with the girls in the car. So yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome, man. I can't wait. Hey, Joe Rudolph, what's up, Joe? Good to see you, buddy. These are people that check my phone tells me when people log in and say hi. So I'm gonna say hi to them. So they're like, whoa, that's kind of scary. And then they log off real fast because I think too many people have too much information. But, but anyway, I'm a little bit rambly tonight. It's the first time I've talked all day, I think, and with a positive demeanor, and I feel pretty good. It was nice. There was nice sunshine here today and things. Yeah, what the hell's
Beautiful
going
day.
on now?
Beautiful day.
Okay, so I think we're gonna get a live weather report from
Hey,
Colorado.
Scoops.
Hey, Scooby
Or is that
Doo.
a possum?
That's a Scooby. Scooby here.
Hey, Scoops. I got chicken.
Ah, Scooby chicken. Ah, chicken.
Hi,
Work,
Scoops.
work, work, work.
Hi, Scoops.
Okay, so I'm gonna introduce you to my friend now. He's gonna come in the room. I don't think he might have been on the show before. He's in Colorado tonight, and he's an artist friend of mine. We'll start with it. Okay, I met him as an artist. I met him as a stoner skateboarder dude who found out later he was an art major, who later introduced me to a bunch of cool hip hop music and hip hop records. And so he does all kinds of things, and he rides bikes that are like the bikes he rides are like outer space, inner space bikes. Like you can't ride them unless you got a special permit, or some kind of skills. So if he
What
wants
kind
to,
of permit? Second permit? What up?
What up, buddy?
Those
How
are
are you?
Johnny Winter right here. Hey, Scoop.
What's up, Johnny?
Yeah,
Johnny G.
so we got history. This guy.
Yeah,
Music
I
group
can tell.
together.
we got some deep weirdness, Phil.
Weirdness is good, man.
Yeah.
Glad you're on the
That's kinda
show,
weird.
man.
Here's these bikes, dude.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
his bikes,
dude.
No, he's got some kind of ridiculous bike habit that he cruises on, man. And
They're
Oh,
custom.
that's
I make
tripped
these,
out,
Phil.
man.
builds them. Yep. He was the first person I ever
This
saw.
one goes 50 miles an hour.
And I guarantee he goes 50 miles an hour on it.
Oh no, that's how you find out. This is a shop.
Dude, that's just the first thing. That's big business. That's pretty sharp, man. I mean, that's nice.
So
Yeah, I
we
built
might
this
get-
garage behind my house like 5 years ago. Because I teach welding, and then I'm also like a metal fabricator, and then I make my own bikes, and
I have one of his original sculptures from college.
yeah, man, that was crazy shit back then.
Cowbell, yeah, cowbell.
I
I think
mean,
in time it's gonna be worth more than it is now.
I don't know about that.
Well, you
I gotta
see all
get
sorts,
soon.
yeah, you see all sorts of bikes now. Everybody's into biking and stuff, and tripped out bikes and motorized and with the colors and stuff. I mean, that's a big thing now.
There's
Are you
this
busy?
What's that?
Do you get any sleep?
I get probably. I'm not even kidding. Like I work a lot, and
I can tell.
I get probably 6 hours every night if I'm lucky, because
Yeah.
I take on jobs and I work full time, and I make. Dude, this is like this is the space bike, and then this is the bike I race.
Hmm.
So this one, I invented this high pivot with that
You
chain.
sit on that seat, my nuts are squished right now.
You get used to it. I mean, it's just like it's weird. It became like this escape for me when I was a kid, and I still escape on that motherfucker,
I've been riding bikes down the hill with you, like into Fairview Park, and you like jump over the whole curb into the park.
I know.
Just
Yeah.
for fun, just a little bunny hop into like flying through the air.
Yeah.
When
we
did
had
you
good
meet?
times growing up together. We had blast. We did some fun things, and
Hey, Johnny, when did you meet John?
Well, I was thinking about that. I was trying to think about the whole thing, how it came down, and you know, I went to Millikan University, and then I didn't like people at the college, and I started like I went to Decatur Bike Shop. I met Chuck, and then you know we like going to parties and chasing girls, and the timing was right because like Griffin was he was fucking cool. He still is cool, and like Craig and whatever, man. It was like all those people, man. We're
We
just
were the local kids that went hung out with the college kids. Like whenever the college kids come to town for their school, and we would be hanging out at the college, kind of waiting for them to get there. Like, oh, we're townies, but we were, you know, we found the cool ones, the artists and the weirdos.
remember
And
Woody, that dude.
Oh, I remember Woody. Yeah, yeah, he's gone now. Rest in peace, Woody. But he was an interesting character. The winery now is not very much fun to hang out with. It's kind of overwhelmed with just they're all just when I walk in there, John, I just go, get your IDs out, kids.
Yeah. Okay.
You know who, John? I talk to Travis Aldridge sometimes.
Yep, yeah, I see him all the time, man. Like 5-6 times a summer at least, man. We bump into each other and hang out.
Yeah.
he's such a
You guys were
special-
different, I can tell, because you're here. And different in the day, back in the day was per se not cool, but look at now, different is cool.
We weren't in the Alpha Beta house or nothing like that, you know. We were just the kind of the art.
You
the
weren't?
art, you
You
know.
told me you were.
I was in the Tri-Delts, but
Oh.
I never got in the Tri-Delts.
So was I. I was in the Tri-Delts too, Johnny.
Yeah.
And then
Anyway,
like Rob Oman, right? So we were all quasi into music, and then Drive Afro, dude. That was it.
the band, the whole
shit.
Jive Afro thing started with these guys. It was
Holy
music,
shit, Johnny.
music thing, man.
You look like Maynard from Tool.
This is no joke, dude. When I was sponsored by, you know, I was always like pretty good at bikes, right? We don't got to talk about the bike shit, but I remember like, you know, whatever. Oakley had me, my bike shop had me, this paintball company, and I'm going to throw something on the floor right now. And I remember doing this silk screen with you. This is crazy because I just tried to sell off all my old shit at this bike swap in Colorado, right?
Yeah, an old silk screen.
And I'm going to put it on the floor, and your jaw's going to fucking slap your dick. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Uh-huh.
Dude, you did that on that jersey, bro. And,
Yeah,
and these were all the sponsors that I had at the time. You know, these guys are with me. No. Yes, whatever. It doesn't matter. All these things are gone. But I had this tub, and someone's like, looked at the jersey, and they were like, what's Jive Afro? And I go, oh, it's a band that I was in for like a few months or whatever. I don't know.
well, it's funny because my email address is jiveafro@yahoo.com. Still, because when I first got email address, I didn't know what else to use. I'm like, well, nobody's using that, you know.
I have a weird photographic memory, John, of like, okay, so we had that one gig, right? And that kid that was a drummer. So tell me if this is correct.
Scott
And we
Rutledge,
practiced, and he was really good at the Led Zeppelin intro. Good times,
Oh,
bad
yeah.
times.
Zeppelin.
No, and he would nail it, Phil. He was so gifted. And we had this gig at that place, and we were practicing in the basement, and that's where that Bad Mother Effer song came out, you know.
Congo Man.
You know, and I guess Omen has that.
Yeah, he says he does.
I know.
He says he does. He says that every time we talk about it, he gets excited about releasing these recordings, and then I never see it, and then he moves, or
I know.
he doesn't call me for 6 years. And right now, he just sold his house in Decatur because his dad passed away, and he got to take care of the house.
Yeah.
But he was here all summer, dude. We had a whole summer with my friend Rob. He played at the party. He was Robo Man. Phil, you were there.
Oh, he's great, dude. He's
One man band.
mystical. Yeah.
Amazing musician. And none of it. I wasn't a musician. You weren't. We loved music, but I don't think we were the musicians. Marcel's played, and that kid played drums.
Hey,
Rob
Johnny,
played-
why don't you go to John's party? Summer solstice.
When did he get out there?
I've always wanted to go. It's just like, it's not that I can't get there. It's like,
Then you can get there. I'll see you next year.
I know, I'll try. When is it? It's over the Memorial Day or the Labor Day?
Summer solstice weekend generally, or closest to the summer solstice, whatever's closest to June 20th.
You can do it.
that weekend.
You're
Anyway,
right, Phil.
no
I can do
pressure.
it.
No
You're right.
pressure. It's a good
No,
time.
so, little bits, like I've always had this like thought of like road tripping back to Illinois, coming up from the South, and then stopping off in Peoria and Decatur and just like seeing people. And it'd be good to do it during that time, I guess, you know. And
Do you have family in Chicago area still?
my sister moved to Milwaukee, but
Okay.
no one. I have a lot of friends still in Chicago, but I have places I can stay. And I
You
mean,
don't
dude,
have to. You don't
I'm
have
fully
to.
dialed with my camper truck, with my work truck and stuff. I can do whatever. But
Yeah.
Where do you live now? Where are you at now? What's your address?
So
So we're gonna give it to people. No, don't give us your address, but
yeah, I don't do that because but I moved. So I bought a house in 2006 in Denver, and I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I just did it. And then I sold it like 4 years ago, no, 5 years ago. I've been married for 10 years, and I live in Wheat Ridge. So it's this community just west of Denver,
okay.
where like I have a well. It's pretty
Oh,
sweet.
cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Property.
Yeah, I have like a almost whatever 3/4 of an acre. It's cool. I love it. I got super lucky. You know, when I didn't know what I was doing, and I bought this house, and now it's like it's good. It's good that for me, it's good for Mandy. It's good. It's a good place for people to come and hang out. You can always come here and hang out, man.
Okay. All right. Make that a bet because we're working on getting to Colorado at least in the spring probably.
There you
Uh,
go.
or maybe the summer. I don't know.
Yeah, because you know Chris Sheldon, that drummer, right?
I know Chris. Yeah, I know
So
him. Yeah.
so like he was my roommate in Vail in 1997.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. We had that discussion at some point. You were
Yeah,
on the show before, I think. Weren't
but I
you?
don't really like his shows are late and long, and like my energy is shifted to like I don't really. I mean, I'll go to like shows and stuff, but it's not like I I enjoy sunsets and tired legs versus like that. You know, I don't know. It's just, but I love music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure. That doesn't matter. He's a good dude. He's just a good person to know, regardless of the music he's playing or what.
Oh
He's
fuck yeah,
a really
he's a
good dude.
gem. We're all gems.
He's a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been doing a lot of communication with Scramble Camel, the guy that paints at Red Rocks. He's like a live painter, paints at Red Rocks almost every night, like a bunch of nights. And me and him have been doing a lot of correspondence because of our paintings and sharing artwork back and forth. So
Awesome.
I need to make a trip out there at one point to enjoy some of those Colorado Rocky Mountain highs, as they were saying, you know. But
Yeah.
so are you in the middle of a snowstorm right now? Is it snowing pretty good or has it been?
Yeah, so I got, I've been a welding instructor for 13 years, and today was a snow day. Yesterday should have been a snow day too. But it was good they didn't call it because the students need to be there. But yeah, today they called it, and we're supposed to get maybe we already got like 6, and then we're supposed to get between like 6 and 13 tonight.
And you're down by Denver, so you're not up in the peaks or anything. But there's still a lot of snow coming down, huh?
Well, here's the thing about that. It's an upslope storm. So the
Sure.
upslopes come from the south,
Mm-hmm.
and they push off the front range. So the mountains won't get much of this storm. But like in 2006, we had an upslope like this, and it dumped 2 feet. If it keeps like circling around,
Yeah, it looks
It's
like
just-
a hurricane.
yeah, it has like a tail. It's
Uh-huh.
crazy looking. But I don't know. It's cold. It's kind of cold out. I have the heaters on in my garage a little bit. But I love the
If it's
snow.
gonna
I
be
love.
wintertime, let it snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Phil? Where's your location?
I am outside of Chicago, suburbs of Chicago.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up in Orland.
Aurora.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, neighbors basically. Not really. but-
Grew up in Chicago though. Know Chicago really well.
Yeah, I lived. I grew up in Orland Park, and then I went to college, met these guys, and then I moved back, and I lived in the West Loop,
Yeah.
like Fulton and
Farmed in
Racine.
Wisconsin, did dairy farming for a long time, and
Nice.
I loved the Northwood. I would go, anyway,
Phil
Wisconsin.
paints on records. I don't know if you've seen Phil's work. He paints on records.
I don't.
You know what? I have seen that. That's wild stuff, man.
Those records up there.
How do you decide to like do that on a record? I mean, the record could be good or bad, but how do you like make the call?
He wobbles them.
Uh,
You got to wobble them first.
Yeah, first of all, I was a record collector, and then this long story short, Elman Woodard is my name, and I did woodwork. I did birdhouses, bad houses, signs, and stuff. And I listened to John Denver album,
Yeah.
and I spilled paint, and I go, "What the?" Paint's on the album. I go, "Well, that looks pretty cool." That's how the album started. So now, how I dictate that, and is if it's not scratched. If it, I know albums. I can pick up 50 in a minute. Um, I can look at a cover. If it's in mint condition, I won't paint on it.
Right.
But then it's got to be thick enough. Where's a million albums right here?
I'm just showing off my 1200.
Well, just I got hundreds. I'm doing some Chicago
Yeah.
Bears with right now.
Look at that track master, motherfucker.
Yeah. Look at
Yeah.
that mother son of a gun.
Yeah, that shines mine just a little bit. I showed a vintage that I pulled out of a garage sale this week earlier in the
Yeah.
show.
You know what I did? I grew up playing house music here and there, like when I was in grad school, for a simple reason of the women were. It was just great. It was the music and everything, and everyone wanted to be a DJ, and then it was income. Like records. I have like Fleetwood Mac and Amazing Cat Stevens, and I'd play like these sushi restaurants, and I have this record collection that I could play live. And then all that shit sat forever. And then I played a wedding recently with all these racer guys I hang out with, and I practiced for like months. I just got my system down, man. And John, I busted out Paul's Boutique out of some jungle music, and people lost their mind.
Yeah, they did. It's good. That was a good
Like
remix.
it was something special. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my Poltz Boutique record for free. I was at a festival, and a guy had a box of records on his table.
Yeah.
He said I could have any record out of the box I wanted. It was a bunch of weird stuff like polka and Kenny Rogers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I pulled Paul's Boutique out of it. And at first I said I saw Paul's Boutique in the box, and I said, "Is there any record in this box you don't want to give me?" Because he's just giving these records away. And he's like, "Nope, any record you want." And so I slid Paul's Boutique out of the box, and I saw his eyes go, "Oh shit!"
I remember that.
And he and
that
it was like it's a copy of Paul's Boutique with with all the fold out and everything, and it's like it's never been opened, but more like 3 times. And he gave it to me. It was cool. He didn't think it was in the box.
So Phil, do you still like? Where do you go do it? Like, what do you?
What do you mean?
Well, you said you have a record collection. Do you like regularly go to like, what was it in Chicago? Wax Tracks, and then there was
I used to, very good. I used to go to Flipside and Wax Tracks down in the city. That's before I painted on records. I guess I'm semi-known by painting on records. I've turned the camera around.
Every
There's
record
hundreds.
store from Aurora to Wisconsin's got one of his records hanging in it, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. Colorado to Germany, it's pretty wild.
I know. So I went to Soldiers Field in 1990.
If you ask 5 friends, they're gonna go, "I know that guy."
And then the 2 twins, the juggling twins.
From where?
From Chicago. They hacky sack and stuff.
No, I wasn't in a hacky sack. I'm older. I'm an old fart. I grew up on North
band is
Side.
Foghat. Just say, or no, Led Zeppelin. We'll give it back to
Led
Led
Zeppelin, The Clash, Foghat, off Broadway, and there was a
Right,
good
there,
video.
Lizzie.
I'm on a club, Circle Jerks. I used to see Circle Jerks.
Wow.
At Club COD in the Double Door. That was on my site today. So I get all this stuff daily, and it's just flashbacking to my.
How about the Naked Ray Gun?
Naked Ray Gun, many a time. Fiber City, very good, very good. Back at in 78, 79, 80, 81. I used to go to, it's a beautiful thing.
There was a memory I have. There was a guy that was a bartender at the Rainbow Club in Wicker Park. And he was in one of the guitarists from Naked Ray Gun, or he was a musician. I don't know what he played, guitar or bass. I can't remember that, but I would go in there and drink and hang out, and I was arm wrestling all these like kids from the suburbs, and we were crushing them. And then there was he's like, "You got to get the fuck out of here. You're causing all this trouble." And I was like, "I agree. I'll leave." But he was nice. But But it was like this, and the people were like, you know who you were just talking to? And I was like, no, man, but he's a really cool bartender, and he's like tough and stuff. And I just was like, I left because he asked me to leave. You know?
Did they give you a shot of Malort to leave?
Oh, that's no, I don't like that stuff though. But yeah,
Well,
no.
that's my friends were bartenders or managers at Double Door Metro. And if they
Yeah.
wanted a client who was drunk, they'd buy him a shot, give him a shot of Malort, they'd throw up and leave. They didn't care about cleaning up. They just want the customer out of there.
You know, that's a hard
Interesting.
job being a bartender. You're gonna have to do with somebody almost every night.
Have you ever done
Too much
Malort?
with it.
Malort, yeah,
No,
I have.
Doesn't
I have
sound good. It
tried
sounds like
it.
something that comes out of your nose.
Yeah, yeah. I could go on and on about stories. Double Door, a great time. Sitting next to here's a quick one. John's heard it. Sitting next to Billy Corrigan and Robin Zander, Cheap Trick at Double Door downstairs. They weren't playing; they're just seeing the band. Yeah, and talking to Billy and yeah, anyway, good times at the Double Door. Great stuff. Can't even tell the story.
And do you remember Liars Club on Fullerton?
No.
So that was a crazy club that was down in like by Elston and Fullerton off of 9094.
Yeah, I only hit a few clubs and I killed it at Double Door, Metro, and
Right.
Club Broadway. That's where I saw. Yeah, that's about Double Door. I mean, a weekly thing. I can.
It's gone now, right?
Not for a lifetime, for a summer or two, and then I went and moved on. Like, I just watched the movie, the documentary on CBGBs.
Yeah.
A beautiful thing. Those are all the bands I like. Yes, like Television, Tomberlane, and then it kept going on. And that's my era. Okay, what's your thing?
I like all those bands. I like a lot of bands. We like a lot of music. What's up, Tommy Chong?
I remember like the Shaka Khan stuff, like the Rags to Rufus. That stuff was heavy, dude. That was one of my favorite albums that we would play at the crib.
Yeah, I want to say that Rufus from Shaka Khan was from Decatur or something. There's
Really?
some story about that.
Everybody's from Decatur. The
They
Bears.
probably all went to Milliken. I went to school here.
So, hey, did you ever listen to that guy, Sufjan Stevens, about the whole Illinois stuff?
He's got a Decatur song, yeah.
He
Yeah,
does.
I like that song.
I do too. So I have a story about Sufjan. This is kind of wild. So when I moved to Colorado, when I pulled anchor, right, I was like, I can't afford a house here or a building. It's too expensive. And I was like, okay, I got a semi truck ordered. I loaded up like 10,000 pounds of shit, my tools, my welding table, all this crap here that you see. And I have mills and lathes and shit. And that went into a truck. And then I drove to Omaha, where my buddy he worked for Saddle Creek Records. I don't know if you know that record label at all. But that's who, Connor Oberst and his brother started that. This artist guy, who I didn't even know who the heck that guy was at the time. And I get to Omaha, and he's like, "We're gonna go to this show tonight, Sufjan." And I had no idea. I listened to techno and like Beastie Boy, Brat. You know what I mean? I'm like a beat guy. So we go to the show, and it's like these cheerleaders, and it's all that music from "Come Feel My Illinois," right? And I'm leaving Illinois, and I'm drunk on whiskey, and I start like bawling, like I lose shit at the show on how good the music was and what it meant to me. Like they talked about alligators in the Sangamon River. They talked about all sorts of stuff in that song that's about Decatur. And I know you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's popular here. Well, it's not popular here, but it was for me when it happened.
Yeah.
It was definitely recognized here, you know.
Yeah, and then I went and saw Sufjan at that. Dude, you have to come to this show that's in Lyons, Colorado. It's like a bluegrass show that you camp out for, but it's really hard to get tickets, which is always messed up for people, you know. But you camp out in Lyons. I forget the name of it, but I saw Sufjan there, and he did an electronic set.
Yeah. Well, imagine he'd have to evolve, I suppose. That'd be cool.
Well,
Like a full band, like a.
I mean, I just think he played the music that he wanted to. You know, he was there, and he thought people wanted to kind of jive and whatever, just get weird. And
I dug into it just a little bit. He's
Want
got
to do an ABC set?
Suf John's got a lot of music out there. He's produced a lot of music.
Yeah, I
Somehow
know.
Decatur, Illinois got included.
Decatur.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, homie.
I know.
I mean, it's the hub, bro. It's the
It's
hub.
weird because like it's kind of hard right now because I've been hanging out with people all summer and I have this big group of friends that I hang out with all the time, but they're all from other towns and we just keep doing the same shit together everywhere we go.
Yeah.
And when we stop doing that, whenever
Don't
it's,
stop.
it's now, well, I need to get to some more shows, you know, but I don't see all those people on the regular like I do throughout the summer, you know, and I so a lot of my and nobody in Decatur is like hanging out really, you know. I see, like I said, I've seen Travis Aldridge a bunch. We bump into each other all the time, but nobody really hangs out, and we're too old to go to the bars. We look like weirdos.
Yeah, I don't hang out bars. Yeah. No.
I go to the winery still, but I go in there and I get a cheeseburger and no beer usually. I like won't even order beer when I go in there. I just talk to the bartender.
I'd rather have a podcast and have a cocktail at home. Simple that way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
Cheers.
way.
Cheers. To the
What?
people who have, you don't know what's in that drink though. What is that? You're sniffing markers again. Jesus.
It wasn't intentional. It just smelled funny. I had to sniff it. I don't think it gives you a buzz though. I think it's just it's like a oh, you know, I got the tiniest little thing in my hand right here.
My friends from work are watching tonight. Yeah, dude, there's hey, where's my big black Sharpies? I opened
Hey,
it.
I have one word of advice for anyone that has a garage and they own it or you rent it. I have a urinal in my garage and I love it.
I have a giant Gatorade bottle that works
Hey,
fine.
there's a first time for everything on the Phil and John Zone.
You guys want to see it?
Garage urinal. I don't want to.
No, I don't want to see it, dude. No.
It's handcrafted, bro.
Hey, we
Oh,
don't want to
I-
see
yeah,
it, Phil.
okay,
What are you
go on.
doing?
Keep going.
It's not
I
gross.
do want to see it.
All right, I'm gonna walk
Keep
you
going.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not
I
gonna
thought
use
you were
it.
using it. I thought for sure that you were
No,
using
no,
it.
no,
That's
no,
what
no.
You're telling us.
No, my well's there. Okay, see my well? And that's my urinal.
You could get a job making
How
those.
big is
for
your garage?
club. Yeah,
Maybe
I think
it
he has
makes
good
sense.
internet in that room.
And that's my trap. What's that?
I don't think you have good internet in that room. We lost you at the end there.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Oh, it's so weird. I got a button now in here. This is AI companion. I'm tempted to click on it, but I'm not going to.
Hey, I am gonna use the urinal real quick because I do have to piss, but I'll be right back. So
Okay.
All right.
okay.
All right. We're expecting more
Right.
jokes.
ABCs. What's the ABCs? Any
ABC,
guests? Do we have
breakfast
any
cereal. I
people
think
watching?
cereal.
Any ideas?
Cereal or breakfast foods?
Ooh, yeah, okay.
I think we could probably do cereals and foods and like
Is
breakfast
Mindy
foods.
there still?
I doubt it. If she's still there, she's got a hell of patience for us.
Anybody watching?
We've got a group of people watching still. We got a group of people watching. If anybody has an idea for, if you think that's a good idea for
Yeah, we do
breakfast cereal,
ABCs, I think.
and we'll do breakfast cereal ABCs. See if John, he went to college. He went to a couple of different colleges, so we'll have to test his alphabet skills if he knows the alphabet and if he knows breakfast cereals.
I think most people who went
I
to
remember
college
he-
are not watching the show.
He probably, my guess is he eats a lot of granola or something. My guess, living out there in Colorado.
Hey, you had the volume. Kick it up more. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I haven't changed anything.
What is the? It's like a.
I think we can hear jams coming from Johnny's garage.
No, that's NPR.
Oh boy.
That's
I'll
not
turn
jam.
that down. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We understand. Sometimes we have to get that information. Although we don't discuss anything like that on the show.
Look at this.
That's crazy. Did you make that?
No, I bought that. I bought that during COVID for $150. That should be like 400.
That's cool.
And this is my sticker wall.
You don't have any of my stickers, I bet, do you?
I don't know. You might be on there, man.
I don't know, man. I can't remember any correspondence with stickers with
All right, it's Friday night.
we'll fix
Meeting,
that, man.
worked a long day.
And so what we do every night, John, is we do a game. It was the ABC game because by this time of the night we want to see if we know the alphabet still.
Right?
And so we go through the alphabet and we try to name something that starts with each letter of the alphabet. It's kind of a kindergarten game kind of thing that we like to play to see if we can even get through kindergarten. But tonight we're thinking about doing breakfast cereals and breakfast food, or breakfast food can be part of it. I guess breakfast cereals is encouraged. But and we'll take turns and we'll go around in the circle if you want to play.
Sure.
Okay. So
I'm
we
so
got that.
confused on what I got to do.
Okay, well, we'll start off and you'll learn as we go. Like when you learn a new board game, like we'll just start playing and you'll figure it out. Okay. Do you know like anything? Do you like breakfast cereal at all? Like, you're familiar with like the marketing of all breakfast cereals, I'm sure.
I used to like I used to eat
Well, don't.
Cheerios, but now
Don't-
not really.
He just ruined the C.
Okay.
Anyway, so for A, I'll start with A and I'll say alphabets. And then we'll see if Phil's got a B. It's kind of cheating because we were
No, hold on, I'm
earlier.
trying to, I already got it. But I'm trying
My
to
grandpa used to eat one that started with a B. every
brand
day.
checks.
Brand checks, yeah. I think they make a brand checks. I don't know if I've read brand checks.
Yes, it is. Don't look it up.
So we get to Johnny over there. He gets C. Now you really already called the C, but if you can think of another one,
Captain Crunch.
I was gonna say Captain
Ooh,
Crunch too. That's a good one. Yeah, somebody all call it Apple Jacks. Trinity called Apple Jacks over there. So for D, now I gotta think about cereal that starts with a D. But I think there was a Donkey Kong cereal. I'm just gonna guess.
That's it. You got it. Yeah, you're
You
on.
could probably Google that, and there's a Donkey Kong cereal out there somewhere. I'll say Donkey Kong cereal.
What do I get?
You got E.
E.
Well, you got to know the next letter too. You can't
Alphabets.
the part of the alphabets has all the letters in it, dude.
No, it's the greatest cereal, dude. They have letters all spelled out in the cereal. It's called
I don't
alphabet.
think it starts with a D though,
What?
or an E. You're an E. I think you're on E.
Yeah, where are you coming from? Hey,
I said Donkey Kong cereal.
Donkey Kong. You're just coming up you're just gonna come up with video games.
I used to eat
Alphabets.
video games for
Who's
breakfast.
got F?
How do you spell alphabets?
E? No. No, that's right. We're gonna go with yeah, right. No. Okay.
It could be a breakfast food too. Laura's got a good one. Laura
No,
called
no,
egg.
hold on. Don't no.
Oh, Trinity, we're not to F yet. He can't see him anyway.
Brain fart. I thought I had it. I was just goofing around because I was thinking of the cereal with all the letters in my glass of milk. E,
I can't think of a cereal that starts with E either. I'm sure.
neither do I.
Yeah. So you used to do this, so we'd always do bands, but we always say the same bands.
Eggplant moss? No.
Eggplant would be good for breakfast. Hey
Mhm.
man, I live in California for a long time. Eggplant is
Great
definitely breakfast food.
I pass. I lose.
Well, no, now Johnny
Any guesses out there in the peanut?
Eggos. Somebody said Eggos. And you know what? There was Eggo
Yeah,
cereal too.
It's
not gonna
probably
bullshit you.
Eggo cereal. It probably
There's
tastes
Eggo
good.
cereal.
Mini
too.
waffles.
Yeah.
Like I lose. I missed.
You don't lose. The game still goes on. We just continue the alphabet. It's
So
more
I
about
lose.
blowing the OBCs.
I'm a winner or a loser. That's the game,
winner.
man.
You're a winner. There's no
They go
second
my
place is the
Eggo.
first loser.
We're having
Second place is
fun,
the first
John.
loser.
We're having fun.
Okay, so now John, we're throwing it back at you to see if you can an F cereal.
What the hell? You look like a stormtrooper. Just look down at the screen. I can barely look at the TV. Holy
And
crap. Looks like
I know the breakfast would be called French. It's like, oh God, no, Chocula.
Count Chocula.
No, that's
Count Chocula would have been
that's
good
a
for
C.
C.
We're way past that. F.
I know. Fuck.
Frankenstein.
The most
Frankenberry.
famous cereals. It's a circle, and it's colorful. It's like a rainbow.
No hints.
Well, if I say Fruit Loops,
Fruit Loops. I was just gonna do that.
Fruit Loops is a classic F cereal. I heard you say so Fruity Pebbles would have also been accepted for that.
Oh,
I'm still in the
I'm a
game.
sheriff.
I said fruit.
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta keep putting tchotchkes up, John.
So the trick is not only, like I said, to pick a cereal, but to also know the next letter of the alphabet. Now, what letter are we on, Phil?
G.
Okay, G. I'm gonna say Golden Grams, man.
Yes, good stuff.
Yeah, Frankenberries is what Bob Hagerman said too. Frankenberries is good. Free Pebbles from Trinity.
Why?
Golden Grams. That's like a
That's
you
a
got
good
extra
stuff,
bucks in your
man.
bank account, so you buy
Yeah,
Golden
man.
Grams.
So
I can
much
look at that.
sugar.
Man.
Too much sugar.
I had cereal.
all sugar. It's all
Seriously,
sugar.
I had cereal the last 4 or 5 nights after dinner. I'm yeah.
So That's something I remember
You know
about
what's the-
John Winter when we were younger. Is I eat a lot of junk food, and he would be like, "Man,
I
eat some
still do.
fucking-
I'm still
eat-
here at
eat-
62.
well, just listen. He'd be like, eat a trail bar, eat something else, eat like some granola, or something good for you. And I would be like eating nutty
No,
bars.
it's not.
Like
There's a
that.
lot of sugar in that shit.
Grape nuts are good too. Honey crisp. Now they're getting. Now everybody's playing. Now everybody's playing. We just let them play.
Wheaties are
Great nuts. No, good for you.
Grape nuts are good for you. Grape nuts are better than Golden Grams.
shoot
That's
up.
if you're gonna go
bastard.
with healthy cereal, and you still got whatever. But
What letter are we
hey, we're on H, Phil. It's your turn.
H?
Yeah, H. Good luck.
H.
Huckenberries.
The Huckenberries.
Yeah,
We used to have a rule you could make up one answer.
it is. It's a cereal.
Like
Huckenberries.
Monopoly rules, where you can make up one answer if you want to. Now, for H, man, there's got to be something Haifa stuff. Isn't there something called Haifa that's like super healthy cereal? Oh, the most, like the biggest cereal. It's like the biggest one. It's got a big crunch. Bees make it.
Hartenberries.
Come on, I'm gonna give you one more hint. Bees make it.
Honeycomb's good.
Oh,
That's right. Combs, that's right.
It's not small.
I got 3 strikes. I got 2 strikes. 3 on them out.
Three,
I
and we
didn't like
play,
that one.
three, and we play the outro
Nothing.
music. Oh shit!
Ah, my bad. My bad. Not thinking.
Now, can we come up with a cereal that starts with an I?
Oh yeah, Iggy Pop berries.
The Iggy Pops. That'd be great. I want Iggy Pops. I want a bowl of Iggy Pops.
Look at this piece of wood, petrified wood that my brother gave me. He's a marine biologist. It's like 200 million thousand years old. It's really, really super
Whoa.
freaky old. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be
I'm showing
honest.
my
It feels good to do the show
collection
again.
as
It's been
we
a few
go.
weeks since we've done the show, and this is good. A cereal that starts with
He's
I.
welding. I'm showing you a dinosaur. ball.
Like if you were to take Rice Krispies out into the snowstorm, they'd be Ice Krispies.
You know,
That's true.
Icicle, eyeball. I don't know. They're listening at the Honeycomb Hideout. They say in the chat over there. They're actually people call their place the Honeycomb Hideout. And that's where they're at. So I don't know a cereal that starts with
that's
I.
a good cereal. I don't know. I'm sure they
know.
made that.
That'd be a good, like a Nickelodeon cereal. Yeah, I don't know. All right,
It's
let's
called-
go on.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, it's one strike against all of us. We'll just make one up. I'm calling the Ice Castles. It's the Morris
win.
Day in the Time. Morris Day in the Time cereal. Icy Pops had a cereal, Trinity says.
Icy Pops.
So Icy Pop cereal. So like ice combs. All right, ISOs, ice loops. Anyway, Jay, that's on me. I think it's on me now. Jay is going to say juniper berries. Because if you were like in a hole and you were taking a vow of silence, all you would eat was the juniper berries on your bush.
These cereals.
That's true. Like on Survivor, like on that show.
Yeah, juniper berries.
This is a tough subject.
This is a tough subject, so we're gonna stop it and do something else. What are you gonna?
Yes, yes. Stop
Where are you
it.
gonna, okay, you pushed your one.
All right.
Stop it.
All right. We're gonna go back to the old days. We don't have to. We're gonna copy. I'm gonna start it.
We're starting over.
I'm Phil first, and you're second. So I'm gonna dictate this one. We're gonna pick out. What's the last great song or band that you heard? Just real quick. We're gonna do this A to Z.
Okay, for K, I'm
something
thinking
that's musically
Kicks is a
in
good
the
cereal.
last
Remember Kicks?
day or two. John, you go.
Kicks, K. Kicks, the little round balls that are corn balls.
Wait, K? We're starting at K, or what are we starting at? A?
I'm doing cereal still.
Fuck.
So what are you gonna do? So Phil, first band that comes to your mind when you say the letter, is that what you want to do as fast as we can?
You want to keep going with cereal?
I think I just did K, so now we're on to L.
Okay.
And L is like the most when you're a little kid and you want all the sugar in your cereal, you get the one that starts with an L. And it's Irish.
I have no idea, dude.
I don't.
No?
It's a little green man is giving it away. He's got Lucky
Leprechaun.
Charms in it.
Oh, fuck. You look
I
like
don't
that
know.
guy.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The whole night was the build up for this hat for that joke. Lucky Charms, man.
Yes.
Little Irish gentleman, what do they call him? A guacamole. No, a leprechaun-y. I don't know where guacamole came from because it's green. But so come on, we can get through this. We can do this, and because they don't want us to stop. The girls are like your girlfriend, anyways, like chatting up saying, "Oh, my name's Laura from Aurora." But LM is the next letter, I think.
Huh.
What's my letter?
Yeah, I'm giving them all to you now. Now it's just an open. If it's an open table, it's more like a game show. But like I said, there's no rule to this shit.
I have no M.
I don't know if they're. I know you can get.
No, we're gonna cut this serial stuff off right now. Let's do something that we can do fast and furious and not dwindle the pot and piss around the pot. Let's start at the letter A.
And would be mini wheats, of course.
No, I can't do it anymore. Mindy, love you, man. We can't do any. Just chill out on the road. Yeah, I stay. John, get you. I don't know where you're. Come on.
ACDC.
There you go. See, cheap trick.
Oh, D. I definitely say. Darn it.
E. Earl Scruggs.
F. Foreigner.
Goldie.
H. The Husker Doos.
I. Iggy Pop. J.
I know. There's a J or K? H-I-J-K. J. It would be. Oh boy, that's a tough one. I'm failing on the J.
There's a good
Jam
one.
Master J.
Oh, there you are. See, there you are. Jam Master J. I'm gonna say K. Kaja Gugu.
Led Zeppelin.
Money.
And New Order. There was no reasoning for this music. It's just bands that we could think of.
Oi. Oingo Boingo.
Oh, I like Oingo Boingo. They don't get enough credit, man.
Pearl Jam.
Queen.
You got Q?
It comes after P. No, P, Q, R. Yeah, Rush, of course.
That's a good one, Rush. H-I.
We're not going to take it.
You said you too, or what did you say?
Now I'm going to say the Who. Now I'm going to say
Z.
Good stuff. See, nice and quick.
Where are we? A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Y. Yes.
and Z for Zappa or the Zippers or
Dude, I was ZZ Top, dude.
ZZ Top would be
I
and
watched the
Nut Honey.
documentary. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm a lifetime member of ZZ Top. I got to meet him many a time. Went backstage. Got to meet the backup bands, Black Crows. Hung out with them. I got stories about. We need like a lot of episodes. Yeah, and I gotta watch what I say sometimes. But they do drink Jack Daniels.
Okay, everybody checked out on the last
We had
one.
cake and Heineken and hung out with. Yeah.
Everybody's watching our
That's the
AI
ZZ Top
companions I'm building.
Every letter of the alphabet, I bet you can have a story about it. That's
I
good.
bet you could too. That's a whole night for another show.
Another night for another show.
I mean, the memoir.
What's our next episode?
Yeah, next episode. We need to kind of try to make this a little more regular. John Winter, good to see you tonight, man.
You too, buddy.
Always good to see you every time I do, man. And it's good to know that we're both out there still checking it out and doing amazing things, man.
I'll
Can you
just
see
call him
snow
IT
come out your
Joe.
door? Can you show us snow?
It's not.
That's a hell of a garage.
I don't
too.
believe you. Oh.
Hey, Miro.
He lives up in Colorado, folks. Up on the
See
hill.
it?
Boogie. Oh yeah, we see it. Looks good.
Oh, I love snow, but that looks like snow. That's crazy.
Okay.
Beautiful shot, Johnny. Beautiful shot, man. Snowing in Colorado, folks. This is our weather from our weatherman, John Winter, the Winter Dog, BMF, OSB.
Oh, that's coming our way before you know it.
Well,
You like snow, Amy?
Our kisses from heaven. Saying.
that's right. BMF and
Oh,
snow.
that's that's.
He didn't write that with his finger, folks.
Thank you for that photo. I kind of dig it.
So yeah, that's that part of the thing there. Whatever. I don't know what else you want to tell us, John. If you got any more wisdom for the ages. Still got a few people watching us. A few of our diehards. Yeah, see, he's got a big garage, but he's got it filled up pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
Do they give you Coors free in Colorado? Is it free out there?
You know, here's something funny. My neighbors, I have friends whose dads have worked for Coors, and a long time ago, like when you
I
when
like
you're
Coors
retired,
Light. It's my favorite beer.
you can get the Golden Hammer, dude. It's
Yeah. I love it. The Mjolnir
they're
of
Yellow
beers.
Belly, but it's like, yes, I've gotten cases for free. I'm super close to the brewery right here. I'm like
Really?
a 20-minute bike ride.
If I was a
Yeah,
millionaire,
like the clear.
I would drink Coors Light.
I'm going to the brewery. I'm taking you to the loony bin.
If you ever make it out here, dude, I guarantee I'll thing up so we'll never move. To have this retirement gas, I think you can do this at a time because they're scratching.
There's a scratch on your can.
Well, that I've had, and I've called favors and
Yeah.
You got pulled like we do.
at Coors, and
Coors
I mean,
Light's
no,
my
it's
favorite
not.
beer.
Yeah, the Coors Light. I love the.
Here, man, if he's got it. No,
I understand.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time that we went to the college and we climbed a tree and like hung out in a tree?
I do.
I'll be
See,
right back.
memory's crazy, isn't it? How that works out.
I remember it was so heavy on the rainbows in my head. I climbed up with that weird, crazy flashlight, that bike light thing that I made
with shine people.
with the car battery on it. Oh my!
That was good times. It was good times.
Oh,
so
crazy story. Here's another one from that era. Murph and Susie, right? They live out here, and I see Murph. He was just texting me today about his kid in his backyard, and one of his kids is going to school at my school, and I'm teaching him how to weld, but I'm acting like I'm not his friend. I'm like, you're late. You know what I mean?
you're Mr. Winter.
I'm not here to fucking deal with your late ass fucking. I don't. You know, I am. I'm a professor, so fuck it.
Is he laid back like Murph is? Is he kind of laid back like Murph?
He looks just like him. It's
Does he?
crazy. He's got the beard and everything, and he's got like the glasses, and he walks like him. And then his other son Caleb is like super athletic, and this is a cool story from the summer for this. So I get entries for free here and there, whatever, because I make their trophies or whatever. I'm in the inside line, and Caleb. They've been sending me pictures of not Caleb, but Isaac. Isaac's been progressing in riding. And I was like, if Isaac wants to come up and do it, I can get him an entry, right? I called ahead, and Isaac got to meet all these pros and, all these people. And then we camped out together with all these people. And then Isaac had a really bad day. Like he missed a liaison, and he was upset. It was tough on him, right? And I I called my crew, and I was like, hey, if you see this number, this kid, let's get him, and he comes down. He rips, by the way. He's fucking solid banging, charging. He's gonna have a lot of fun mountain biking. But then he was just upset. I could tell he wanted to represent his free run, his free ticket. And then I'm like, dude, it's not about this, dude. My favorite part of the whole day was yesterday when me and your dad were riding and we were drinking beer. Racing is a whole weird, fucked up thing to do. But to me, it's yesterday, not today, right? And then he got hooked up with all these younger kids that I know through people's parents. And so Isaac ended up having a really good day. So it was cool. It was good, So anyway.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you go pretty soon because we got to figure out how we're gonna end this thing at some point.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, drop me out and I'll watch it till
so
the
good
end.
to see you, John. It's really good to see you. I love you, man. BMF all forever, and we're gonna hang out again one of these days. Before we know it, we're gonna bump into each other. I'll make sure if I'm anywhere in your neighborhood, I get a hold of you if I can. Okay.
Right on.
And you the same, man. Okay. And
yeah, bud.
we'll talk real soon, man. Let me know if you need anything anytime. Folks, the Phil and John Zone 206 episodes or so in. We are proud to be part of what we do. We're happy to be able to do what we do. We want to do it for you and make sure everybody has a good time. And we really had a good time talking to our good friend John Winter tonight. Kid I've known since I was a young man. And so we're gonna probably get Phil back in here for a few more minutes and try to finish out what the show, the theme of the show. We gotta give you the old eternal wisdom at the end. You know, we'll have to ask Phil a question about the meaning of life and see what he says tonight. You know, and a lot of times it's kind of similar the things he says, but we should have been asking him every night. There'd have been a good turn of events with asking him every night. But when he comes back here, we'll ask Phil what the meaning of life is and see if he can give us a response that we can use going forward. That I'm not going to guarantee that it's not just going to be silly, but that's kind of what we do though here, isn't it? You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Trying to find that other piece of art, but it's gone. Anyway, lots of new stuff out there in the world. Make some art. Be happy. Love your neighbors. Give high fives to your friends you see when you see them. Try to get to some music pretty soon. That's the idea. That's the idea for sure. Will I? I don't know. It's a tough one. Where's the outro? Okay, there it is. So many buttons to push when you do this sort of thing. Side of the other room, I got it's looking pretty sharp tonight. I feel like I'm gonna get this trimmed. I kind of like it today. Phil, where'd you go, buddy? He was coming back, I think. We're gonna find out. Anyway, I was gonna say O would be for oatmeal, and P would be for pancakes, and Q would be for quick oats, and R would be for what's good R food that starts with breakfast. I love breakfast. It's some of my favorite meals, man. R would be for Rice Krispies, and S is gonna be for Snickers bars, because I think you could have Snickers bars for Christmas, depending on what time of day it is. If it's your first meal, it's considered breakfast. And if you haven't eaten anything, grab Snickers, you know, not sponsored, no.
Back in black.
All right, so I'm at T for cereals.
No,
T is for
tricks.
Toast.
Tricks.
Okay, you know, so we'll stop there. U is for upside down pineapple cake. But
Yes.
so anyway, yeah, so we got one more question for you, Phil. If people want to know
We
what
got
the
a new
meaning,
category.
that's it. That's the new category. It's the outro, I think, or the
No, it's the top 10.
top 10 of what?
Yeah, okay. A band you think of. We like music. We're artists, or we like other things, and we'll just keep it. Top 10 bands. Just hit your
Top 10.
top 10. No, it doesn't. No, something is something that intrigues you. Doesn't mean you
Well, it counts 10.
numbers.
For one, I'd pick Bobby McFerrin. For Beatles. For 5, I would pick Fleetwood Mac. For 7, I would pick. And I said maybe the Squirrel Nut Zippers. That's about 13 people probably. Sisters, because they got a bigger horn section. 9 is going to be the Blues, and 10 is going to be like the Dukes of Dixie. I just gave you the bands in order, but by how many members are in. The White Stripes being 2, Rush being 3. We do at the end where we talk about, well, not the end,
You
but
should have musical guests much, and it's
I haven't heard
Detroit style deep dish.
Well, then screw that.
Hello, Phil. So and I had a brand new Phil Les shirt on. Or just hung it up, and no one's gonna take your. Someone took it. My Phil Les shirt. That's my Phil. I have a gun. Hey, Phil.
Phil for everything you did for us all throughout the years.
Yep.
Yeah, we will.
And it's the Phil N Jon Zone. The other side of the Phil N Jon Zone.
Phil and John Show.
Great to see
everybody. Everybody have a great week.
In the upcoming weeks for more episodes of until then.
Miss you.
John.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's go out there. Let's go get him.
Let's go get him. I like that one.
How to stop this? So yeah,
Love you, my friend.
love you too, Phil.